Okay, so let's have a look at this X-ray. Now, I'm not saying there's necessarily anything wrong. Like I was telling Sadul earlier that I literally just I've got a big like hard drive of cases. Look, this is my hard drive of cases. And I've got loads of cases, some interesting, some not so interesting. And I just dumped like 10 or 15 for today. So if you spot something, fair enough. Like you may spot something that I haven't spotted as well. So, okay, so let's go for the high yield area. So I said, look, let's go for high yield areas. The high yield area is going to be the fifth metacarpal. And when you zoom in, I don't really see any evidence of any fractures there. And as you kind of come down, you don't feel like you can see any shaft fracture. But then what you want to do as well is sort of really draw a line and just see whether you can see any evidence of any fracture anywhere else. And you can see the sort of overlap here. And like you can't quite 100% draw a line going all the way around like so. You feel like there could be a line going like so. So you think, all right, could that be a fracture? It might not be. You may want to use a different view and see what's going on. So let's go reset all. Let's have another look at another high yield area would be the fourth metacarpal. Doesn't look like there's anything going on. The base of fifth is what we saw last time. Nothing else going on there. Distal radius looks okay. No evidence of a fracture at all anywhere. Ulnar styloid, it looks okay. And then you've got to look at the interphalangeal joints, make sure there's no loss of joint space. No, it doesn't look like there's anything going on there either. So maybe not such an interesting case. Let's have a look. Okay, so they've bent their finger for some reason. Yep, they've got a nice little glamorous ring there. Let's zoom in a bit and pan across to a high yield area. And again, you know, like if I get that pen, right, and you draw like so, I'm doing a terrible line of drawing. I'm actually better at drawing than this. For those of you that follow me on social media, you'll hopefully notice that. But as you go along like this, it does feel like that doesn't look quite right. Can you see that? It doesn't look quite right at all. So in this situation, I would be worried that there is going to be what looks like a base of fifth metacarpal fracture. Yeah, very much so. And then, like I said, high yield areas, right? So if you're going to get hurt anywhere, it's going to be that fifth. That's always what happens. Always going to be the fourth, but normally going to be the fifth. But that overlap of bone, right? And that kind of radiolucent line that goes like this, which doesn't correspond to any overlying anatomical structure, makes you worry that this must be a fracture. Now, I actually remember this case. This was a fracture in that area as well. And I think they ended up proving it with CT. Okay,